Hi, today we're doing lesson 4-8, use number sense to multiply decimals. I can use number sense to place the decimal point in a product. So here we're going to have to think about what we're doing and put the decimal in the correct place. 3 students in Miss Chow's class wrote the following problems on the board. The correct digits in the products are given, but the decimal point isn't placed yet. Where should the decimal point go in each product? So you have to think what's happening in the problem. So if you use some estimation, that might help you a little bit. If you said 8 times 16, you would have, if you try to do that mentally, you could say 8 times 10 is 80, and 8 times 6 is 48. So your answer is going to be around 120. So that would let me know that my decimal probably goes between the 5 and the 6. For number 2, I have round that to 1. You can leave that at 0.5, which is a half. So my answer should be around a half. So that 0.49 would work there. For number 3, 1 times 1.5. Or if you wanted to round it, 1 times 2. My decimal is going to be a one-digit whole number answer. So we're going to use mental math strategies and try to put the decimal in the correct place. That's our task today. So we're using reasoning to try to figure out our answer. If both factors are less than 1, what do you know about their product? If both the factors are less than 1, you know that the answer is going to be less than 1. So if you're multiplying a decimal less than 1 times a decimal less than 1, you're going to get an answer of a decimal less than 1. How can you use number sense to multiply decimals? You've learned how to estimate when multiplying with decimals. You can also use number sense to reason about the relative size of factors in the product. So when we're taking a look at, we're using mental math strategies like estimation here. So 0.49.20 is near the whole number 50, and 0.55 is a half. So what's half of 50? 25. So it lets me guess that the decimal is probably after the 27 there. So you're thinking about the size of the factors and using some estimation strategies. And that's what they did in the problem here. How can you place the decimal point in the product of the equation below? 6.2 times 5.1. We know the whole number 6 times the whole number 5 is 30. So we can probably place the decimal after 31 because we know it's going to be a 2-digit answer near the number 30. That makes sense. The decimal point is missing in the following problems. Use your number sense. 54 times 0.5, and if we round that to 50, and we remember that 0.53 is around 0.5, which is a half. So 50 times a half, or half of 50, is 25. So I'm going to probably guess that the decimal is after the 28 when I use my number sense. For the next one, we have 50 times 5. So when we use our rounding strategies, 5 times 5 is 25, and x is 0. So my answer is going to have 3 digits in it. So it's probably going to be 289. So on this problem, you're doing a lot of stuff in your head, but you've got to use your number sense to try to get the correct placement of the decimal today. So on the, let's see, where are we? Okay, describe the unknown factor. So if you're working backwards here, what times 5 is going to give you 300? Well, we know 6 times 5 is going to get you 30. So we need 60 times 5 to get you 300. So it would have to be a number that's near 60. So your unknown factor would be 60, near 60. Janelle wrote 23.4 for the product of 7.8 times 0.3. Use number sense to decide if she placed the decimal in the right place. So 7.8 rounds to about an 8. And 0.3 is about a third of an 8. Or if you're going to just you can use your multiplication strategy there, and you can see that she did not put the decimal in the right place for that one. Use number sense to decide if where the decimal will go. 5 times 3 is 15, so you can assume the decimal will go after the 7. 3 times 6 is 18, so you can assume the decimal will go after the 19. 0.6 times 0.4, you could probably do that one in your head, and you're going to know it's going to be 6 times 4 is 24, 2 digits in decimal place value in the problem, 2 in the answer. So that was a quick one today. We're really not doing a lot of computation. You're using your number sense for this. So you're going to go through and put the decimal in the right place. I think there was one that was kind of tricky. Let me see if I can remember where it was. Remember that some of the benchmarks, so 0.5 is a half, 0.3 is a third. That can help you sometimes when you're doing some estimating. And you're going to rewrite the decimal in the right place if it's in the wrong place in the problem. So good luck, and you can always check your work on a calculator. Have a good day.